Hey guys, I'm going to make a short recording for you in case you missed the orientation session or if you want to go back and check it out. I forgot to mention this in the orientation session, but this is what your class schedule will look like. So starting on Monday, you will have 8 periods a day, and these are the times. So if you want to take a picture of that or save that class schedule, that is when you're going to have classes. So just a little bit about me. I've been teaching math for 12 years, and I've also been married for 12 years. Up here, this handsome firefighter is my husband. His name is Jamie. And these are my 2 boys. This is Zeke. He's 3 years old. Elijah is 5 months old. And I went to North Georgia College. I live in the mountains of Dahlonega, and I just like to be active. So that's a little bit about me. You guys are going to end up making an all about me slide that's kind of like this. So I'll talk about that a little bit more in just a minute. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is Clever. Clever is your one-stop shop. Every single day when you open up your computer, you want to start off by opening your web browser and going to clever.com. All right. That is going to have all of your icons that you need. So Clever is where you're going to find everything. It's going to have an Infinite Campus icon and a Infinite Campus, I don't know why I just said Canvas, all of it. Illuminate for your tests and stuff. So when you do get into Clever, you always want to log in using Google. And that way every single icon will link and open up for you. All right, so one of your icons will be Canvas, and Canvas is your new online school. Just like last year we had the OHS, this year we have Canvas. I love Canvas. I think it's super user-friendly. So let's just talk about a few things on Canvas. The first thing, when you open Canvas, you can either click on the peach or you can click on the dashboard. Either one will take you to this dashboard, and it's going to have all of your classes listed out. You can click on your class directly from here. If you click on View Calendar from the dashboard, it's going to show all of your class assignments on one calendar, and it can be really overwhelming. So I don't suggest you do that. Well, you can. I mean, if you like seeing what you have, everything you have to do on Monday, then you can click on it from there. But I personally like to click on the actual course. So since this is geometry, I like to click on the geometry course. It'll take you to a geometry homepage. It just kind of says, welcome to the class. Over on the side, you'll see announcements. Those announcements will go specific to your class period. So if you're in 2nd period or 5th period or 7th period, you'll get announcements just for your class times. You'll also see modules. That's where a lot of your content is going to be. So when you click on modules, Canvas has a lot of like how-to things already loaded in it. Some navigation tips, some overviews, how to do different things. Well, where did that go? Okay, so when you do click on modules, that's what you're going to see. You're going to kind of see a get started and helpful tips and all that stuff from Canvas. So if you have some time, I would suggest going through that just to kind of get an overview from the Canvas program. But also under modules, we're going to have instructional cycles just like we did last year. And so for the first instructional cycle, it'll say instructional cycle 1, and then inside of that you'll have your units, and inside of the units it'll be broken down by day. I don't think you can see much of mine yet. I think I've only released day 1 so far because we're still working on getting some quizzes and stuff in it. But that will all be located under the modules. Let's see what else. So if you want to view the calendar just for a specific course, when you're on that course homepage, you can click on View Course Calendar. So let me kind of show you the difference. If you're on the dashboard and you click on View Calendar, it's going to show you every single subject. But if you're on your home page, well, this is mine, but I kind of cut it off on accident. So if you're on your home page and you click on View Course Calendar, that's going to bring up the calendar only for that class. So this is the geometry calendar so far, and there's not much on it. I think I left 1.4 open just so you could get an idea of what it's going to look like each day. But the cool thing about the course calendar in Canvas is these are live links. Well, I don't know if I'd call them live links, but if I open up my course calendar on Tuesday the 13th and I click on that assignment 1.04, it's going to take me straight to it. It's going to open up that assignment. It'll have the warm-up and the lesson and the assignment and the quiz. So if you open up your Canvas calendar, you should be able to click on what you need to do from the calendar. You can always get to it by going to modules as well. So like we just talked about, you could go to modules and then you'll see your assignments listed down there, kind of like the old table of content was, where you had everything there as well. But the calendar's pretty cool also. Something else we're going to be using, I mean, I wish I had more time to talk about Canvas because there's a ton to know about it, but we'll spend a lot of time in class. Let me just back up. On the first week of class, so next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to spend the entire class time in Canvas. So instead of having like a separate PowerPoint and then you go in and do your assignments later on, we're going to get your assignments done in the live class to show you how to navigate through it, to show you how to do it all. So you don't have to be a Canvas expert yet. We will walk you through step by step next week how to go through each lesson in Canvas. Okay, so some other programs that you need to know for this year, we are going to be using IXL. So you definitely need to know the site for that. You definitely need to know how to log into that. And you might want to go ahead and complete your diagnostic if you haven't already. So make sure you know, I'll send this PowerPoint out, but make sure that you can open it, log in, and take your diagnostic test. So the cool thing about IXL is after you finish the diagnostic, it'll give you some recommendations of stuff that you can work on. You're more than welcome to go ahead and start tackling some of that, or you can wait until assignments come up and are due in our geometry course. But we will have assignments and grades from IXL this year. It's a super awesome review tool, and the students who used IXL last year to review for the EOC consistently had higher scores. So we're pretty excited about IXL. Just want you to know that when you're working in IXL, your SMART score is not your grade. So if you have a 50 SMART score, that's typically the goal. That it does not mean that you made a 50 on the assignment. So just heads up about that. So speaking of grades, where are your grades going to be located? All of your grades are going to be in Infinite Campus. That's where your final class average will be. You will see grades in Canvas, and you will see grades in Elluminate, which is where you've been taking your pre-tests. But those are just going to be grades for those programs. The final averages are all going to be in Infinite Campus. That's where they're all going to be. So don't get caught up looking in Canvas. You know, if your Canvas says that you have a 90, but your Infinite Campus says you have an 85, Infinite Campus is where the final grade averages are. So when you start looking at grades later on, make sure you realize that even though Canvas has grades, it doesn't have all of them. So make sure you're checking your grades in Infinite Campus for your final averages. If you need some help with Infinite Campus, there's some links here, and I'll send this PowerPoint out to you. So don't forget that I do want you to complete an All About Me slide. We did this last year, and it was really cool. What we did was you create a one-page slide with whatever you want to put on it. If you want to put your favorite songs or music types or sports teams or something cool about you, pictures, your siblings, your pets, whatever you want to put on the All About Me slide, where you live, whatever you want to put on there, then you email it to me and I will compile all of them. And in 2 weeks, I will put them all in one of our live class sessions, and I will give you about 10 or 15 minutes to scroll through your classmates so you guys can all get to know each other. can make some pretty cool connections like, oh, you like anime? I do too. Or you're a gamer, so am I, that type thing. So it is pretty awesome. I hope that you participate. It's not mandatory that you participate in the All About Me slide, but I'm telling you, it is a really cool opportunity for me to get to know you and for your classmates to get to know you. So you know what? There's no like set requirements. It can have whatever you want it to have on there. It doesn't have to have pictures, but it can have pictures. Just really whatever you want your classmates to know about you. So please start working on those this week while you have some free time and email them to me, jstewart@gacyber.org. I really am looking forward to seeing those. All right, and if you have any questions, you can email me. Again, same email address, jstewart@gacyber.org, and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So, y'all have a great day.